Okay, this is a response to The Law is a Mirror by the Truth Group. Just wanted to point out, you talk about that the law is not negated by the promise of Christ, and that we still have to follow the law. And I notice in your favorite books, you list all 66 books of the Bible, so I'm assuming that includes Leviticus. And just wanted to point out Leviticus 19:27 through 28. You shall not round the edge of your head, nor shall you destroy the edge of your beard. And you shall not make a cutting for the dead in your flesh, nor shall you make a written tattoo upon it. I am Yahweh. And you do this video while you're shaving. I understand the use of the mirror was to make a point about the law being a mirror, but it is funny that you are breaking one of the laws that apparently is still so important to you. We have to keep the law of Moses, the laws that are found in the Old Testament. Just wanting to know if you've thought about that. And just to, I'm going to try to keep this video a little bit shorter than some of the other responses, but you talk about Jesus coming as a fulfilling the prophecy that God has promised. But don't you see that the people who wrote the New Testament had access to the prophecies of the Old Testament? All you have to do is say, people use this as evidence that Jesus fulfilled the prophecies, and it's evidence that he must have been the Son of God. But the people who wrote the Bible had access to all these prophecies. It's very easy to say that someone fulfilled prophecy when you have all the prophecies that need to be fulfilled. So just wanted to throw that out there. Do you think that some laws do not need to be kept, or do we still have to keep all of the laws of the Old Testament? I think a close inspection of the Bible would find that there are things that just cannot be reconciled. It is not a cohesive book. It's a collection of very different writers from different times with different exposures. And that includes the New Testament. All of the four Gospels were written many years after Christ's supposed death, written by different men, most likely not written by the four apostles. The four names, the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, were added because the Council of Nicaea requested or insisted that any books had to have apostolic creed. They had to be written by apostles. So these books, the names were added afterwards. I'm sure you would debate that, but that is quite well accepted among biblical scholars. And the fact that they were written many years after Christ's supposed death is not disputable. Also, the Gospels were written in Greek, which was not the language that Christ and his disciples spoke. They spoke supposedly Aramaic. Greek was an elite language at the time, and if these apostles of Jesus were poor men and average people and not the elite, very unlikely that they would be writing in Greek. So I think that we have to see that there are things within the Bible that cannot be reconciled. You can't mash everything together, and if you do read these texts side by side, you'll find that they do have very different tones to them. Forgiveness versus wrath, etc., etc. I think that the message of Christ cannot be reconciled with some of the books of the Old Testament, especially. So just thought it was a little interesting that as much as I see your point of using the mirror as an example of reflection or the law, you're breaking one of the tenets of Leviticus, and just wanted to know what anybody else thought about this, if they noticed the irony in this. Anyways, thank you very much for listening.